Hey, what's going on? It's Miguel here. Today we're going to be going over a little bit more about AI prompting profiles specifically. I made a post on Instagram about different things you can do with AI prompting, and then my most recent video, I briefly spoke about it. So that being said, people were very interested in learning a little bit more about this. So I wanted to go ahead and drop some gems for you. So this is mainly for copywriting, especially. And then there's also some cool little personal GPTs that you can make that really helps you make better decisions in your personal life as well as within your business. So that being said, let's go through this. As you can see, this is fucking done by GPT, but key lessons AI prompting. Here's the big idea. Most people are using AI wrong. They get weak results, then blame the tool. Then it's the difference between garbage output and high leverage results coming down to how you structure prompts. So, and like I talked about in the last video, there are briefs, which are your context profiles, and then there are also prompts, which is as your instructions to the AI. So, basically, think of it as the context and then your instructions to go off of that context, or you have the instructions, but you need context in order for those instructions to be acted upon, right? If you tell the AI what to do, but it has no information in order to act upon it, it's gonna be free willy nilly, grabbing info from all over the place, and that's when you get very vague results and generic shit. So that being said, let's get into hack number one, which is role assignment. This one's pretty simple, right? Instead of generic commands like write me an email, assign AI a persona or role. Examples will be you are Dan Kennedy, the world's leading direct response copywriter. You are a financial advisor specializing in helping entrepreneurs optimize tax strategies. Trick is here, the more specific the role, the better the output. And bonus is even odd tricks like threatening AI with consequences, as Sergey Brin once mentioned, can sometimes improve accuracy, which is really weird. Little strange and worrisome, honestly. But yeah, if you say you up the consequences, you up the ante, the AI actually will perform better. Absolutely insane. So hack number two is context profiles. Put structured details into a JSON-like format so AI absorbs context fully. Example fields, demographics, age, income, lifestyle, country, goals, fears, constraints. Why it works is prevents AI from guessing or putting random filler and gives you exact pain points, desires, and ICP details to work with. So JSON, I'll show you what it looks like. JSON text. You might have seen this before. Looks like this. It's fucking robot language. All right. Absolutely robot language. So whenever you structure it like that, there's a lot less guesswork, because if you, let's say you feel that a PDF, a document, and it's having the scan, it's going to lose a lot of things in translation versus if you speak directly to it, it's going to pick it up easier. And it's basically like you speaking with maximum clarity and they understand every word versus things getting mixed in the wind. So that's super easy to do. It's not very hard. You can literally say, put this text in JSON format and then feed it back to it. It's very simple. All right. And then this is how you're able to also, like, whenever you're doing copy, for example, everything about your ICP, put it in JSON so it understands it better. And here's hack number three. There's one shot and few shot prompting. So AI learns via pattern recognition. So showing it examples of what good looks like will obviously help it act better. So if you give it one shot and you want a very clear way of it acting and you want it to be just like this, you can give it one example. If you want to give it a couple examples, you can do that as well, and that's called few shot. So applications is feeding in winning emails, ask AI to create 10 more following that style, show an app screenshot, and AI can literally build a replica. You can do that on like Lovable, for example. So it's pretty insane. But yeah, then we go to hack number four, chain of thought. Force AI to reason step by step before giving a final answer. Instead of giving a marketing strategy, you can structure it, analyze target market and pain points, identify best channels, map offers, build campaign. Each step feeds into the next, higher quality and logical results. It's pretty sick. Hack number five, iteration. AI's first draft is never the best. Treat it like a loop of refinement. So you get output, and then you'll critique the output, you'll feed it back, improve, and repeat. Like, use a scoring system. You rate this one through 100 for achieving XYZ. Ask it why it's on 100. Okay, fix those things, and then you rerun until perfect. So that's pretty straightforward. So it can score itself based upon what you told it to and the criteria you gave it. And then you can constantly have it improve upon itself. And it sounds funny, but it actually does work. All right, you run it through a few times and it'll be much better than before. Then we go into hack number 7, which is constraints. Well, hack number 6, which is constraints. Give AI boundaries to prevent unwanted fluff. For example, write exactly 150 words. Do not use bullet points. Keep it conversational but professional. Constraints will help eliminate generic, lazy responses, and then also gets rid of a lot of formatting issues. So then we have hack number 7, which is delimiters. Use specific formatting characters to separate sections. You see here, helps AI parse instructions more cleanly, similar to JSON/Markdown for easier organization of instructions. So let me give you an example here. Delimiters within the AI. Example, text to summarize, use delimiters, prompt engineering. See this here. It's kind of what it looks like. This is probably a shitty example, but boom. I hope you get the point. This is not meant to go too deep into it. Should I? All right. Yeah. This is not meant to go too deep into the delimiters, but like you can go on YouTube and look this up. Now you're aware. All right. Number 8 is self-scoring. It's paired with the iteration. So ask AI to critique its own work and score itself before you accept it. So on a scale of 1 to 100, how well does email persuade a 30-year-old woman e-com store owner? Repeat until score is maxed. So this is a little bit different. So having it iterate itself, it's like, okay, well, the goal of this is to do that. So how well does it speak to this individual? Okay, what about this part? How well does it do this? How well does it persuade XYZ to do this in that action? Fix that. Make it 100. So it's slightly different, but same shit at the end of the day, sort of. Now, hack number 9 is specificity pyramid. So think of prompts like a pyramid: broad topic, specific angle, detailed scenario, precise outcome. Okay, so a broad example would be write about email marketing. A more narrow example would be write about abandoned cart emails. Ultra specific would be write a 3 email abandoned cart sequence for a woman 25 to 34 in fashion, e-com, targeting carts abandoned within 24 hours. So you can use modifiers like scope, depth, completeness to push for richer output. See, I hope this makes sense. You can go broad, and then you get more specific, detailed, and then precise. This is a little bit more specific than this, right? So then there's hack number 10. It's a multi-model approach. So you don't go ahead and rely on one LLM. You use different models to shine in different areas. Example would be like Claude is really good for copy, for example. GPT is good for data analytics and strategy. And then Google's models, some niche use cases you can use as well, but I usually don't. But it's pretty solid for research, to be honest, Gemini. But strategy, balance between the outputs, models, refine, and merge strength. So you can even do scoring between different LLMs and then say, hey, look, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? But have them all prompted the same way and then kind of feed them back and forth to get things more refined. And this is from Luke Alexander's right here, the universal prompt template that you can use for anything. So you have role, who AI is, context, what you're trying to do, the task that needs to get done, examples of what to do, constraints for it to act within, delimiters, so it's formatted cleanly, a step-by-step process for how you want the AI to look, and then how do you want it formatted. Super simple shit there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just share with you a couple prompts here so you can see what that looks like. So this is a market research psychology engine. Perform deep psychological research on my target audience ICP. Look for their late night thoughts, internal struggles, deepest anxieties hidden. You see here. Format this research into a comprehensive ICP profile. Turn the entire formatted market research into a JSON ICP context profile. And then you would feed this back into your LLM. So now you have a context profile. So when you give the AI instructions, and now it knows what to go off of. So you could use this context profile to feed it to an email prompt. So prompts for emails. You could feed it into a VSL prompt. You could feed it into SMS prompt, sales script prompt. There's so many things you could do with this. And then you have a brand voice as well. From the following content examples, analyze my brand voice, create a detailed JSON brand voice profile. And then you can give it what you want to focus on. Create a comprehensive JSON brand voice profile that another LLM can use to perfectly replicate my writing talking style. And then you would give it transcripts or videos there. Once again, here's another one, very simple. Product or service, about your features, benefits. And then we'll skip the business profile one there. And then you can even get really weird with it and do some mindset / therapy stuff, right? Where you can really learn a lot about yourself here. You're a thoughtful mindset coach, a philosopher. Your job is to uncover my internal identity, beliefs, and hidden struggles. Ask me 20 to 30 deep questions that reveal my hidden fears. Yeah, you see it. It's a little bit strange. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I just wanted to kind of show you the examples of like what you could do. So this is interesting at all. If you want any of these prompts, or if you need help like doing this for your own business, doing context profiles, or even getting prompts or doing the complete setup, let me know. You can go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll have it down below, and I'll be sure to help you out. Regardless, I appreciate y'all for watching, and have a good rest of your day.